the other device, picked up the Bluetooth and started playing it on a tenth of a second delay. Hello, Happy New Year, everybody. Hooray, the music. Texas is here, Spanish Inquisition ready, nearly 200, we're shooting up, over 250 of you. Nice haircut, thanks very much. Vicky and Rob, very nice to see you. I think, when was it, Monday night, Sunday? I think you had takeaway, didn't you? We were on a little jog past the house. I saw the Deliveroo arriving outside. Hello, welcome one and all. Happy New Year, Nick Sargent. Happy New Year to Wicked Wednesday crew, to Mitzi, to Caroline, who I messaged all of about a minute ago to go, you'll be there, won't you? I've messaged her for the last few days, weeks. So yes, hello boys, we're back. Joe's back. The Tooting Tigers are here. Bonsoir from Francie Pants. Good to be back. The Wallington Warriors. Hello, gorgeous from the Farah Palmers. Nashville Rians are here. My goodness, it's like getting the band back together. In the USA, attentions are divided. We'll have an excuse for our terrible scores. Yes, there is some storming going on of the Capitol building and the Senate and all sorts of madness, isn't there? I mean, this is just as inane, probably. But, you know, just... it'd be lovely if you stay or put the madness on in the background. So Wandsworth Winos are back. Nice new background. What this? Tiny version of me. Gillian's here. New Zealand all present and correct. The Diddery Dodderers are here. Happy New Year. Back again. Quiz number 1. What's that? Quiz number 1, lockdown 337, year 2525. Just had our 700th dose of the vaccine. Michael and Susan probably horribly close to the truth. It's lovely to have the Wandsworth Winos back. Will someone storm Tooting? Will they storm Nick's Pub Quiz HQ? Who knows? Let me at least start at the very beginning, shall I? Good evening all. Welcome to Nick's Pub Quiz. I am Nick Heath, said quiz host, and you're very welcome. This is our first of 2021, and over the course of the next hour or bit, we will have 40 general knowledge questions. I'll ramble on, and we'll mark them at half time. You do it yourself. It's an honesty game. You're only cheating yourselves, and then we have a cocktail at half time too. Some of you may have had the recipe because you're signed up to the Nick's Pub Quiz email. Very clever. Boozak's on the wine. Of course she is. Team Carol Baskins and Clyde the Bulldog are here and ready. Good. Mitzi, rather not watch our news right now. Well, this is the thing, isn't it? I put out a quick time lapse of me getting the bonds shaved by my beautiful assistant earlier, and that's on my Twitter. And I just said on that, feel free to join us, and we'll just forget about the world out there. That's what we'll do. Team Rainbow Nottingham are in the house. It is lovely to have you all here, obviously. Well, cheers all. Let me have my first drink of the evening with you all. Cheers. Gav says Hoglog being pushed out. Is he? He's in there. He's still visible. A Happy New Year from the Gay Goose, the Hoglog, and she's got a name, Cherie the Meerkat. Thank you very much to Mark Lowe. That is Cherie the Meerkat. And if you've got the Cocktails and Quiz Tales book and you've been QR code scanning, then you may know a little bit more about her. We finally thought we'd better bring a woman into the scene and, you know, add some decorum. Little Nick is a sweetie pie. Let's leave the potential for innuendo there, shall we? Hello, Tanya. Hello, Village Idiots. The Christmas Day Shrimp here. Good. Team JK off the wine, having worked out just how much we drank over Christmas. PC Nella's here as well. Hello to you. Nick from the Guest family. Hello. Yes, Pam, I've just given you a little bit of an intro to Cherie the Meerkat. Would you like a little closer look before we crack on? So there she is. She's constantly on watch, keeping everybody in check. And Mark said, I only found these ribbons around the house to decorate her with, but you can find some extra bits. I thought, no, I like her classy simplicity. And as I think I've said before, what I also like with my very tender ego is that when I put her there, she's always looking at me. So read all about it from Ealing and Crawley are here. Thank God for Zoom. Good, you're all getting together. You know, it's been a lovely sight over the last few days, isn't it? Back into lockdown we go. Cases rising all over the place of the thing. But we've got each other. We're still here. I am still here. We will still be doing this for the foreseeable. So to my Wicked Wednesday crew, we are back on a Wednesday. It's a big cheers to all of you. To all of you who may be doing the quiz a little later than this evening, then it is to our saucy Saturdayers and everyone in between, a big cheers to you. Bex is here with Dan, lovely. Bubbles Pilates, hello Nick, I'm a newbie. Hello Erica and Niall, lovely to have you here, Bubbles. Excellent. So if you don't know how this works, I will ask all the questions and you write them down, pen and paper, computer, iPad, notes on a phone, however you choose to do it. The one thing we don't do is put the answers in the chat. It is, that's just not what we do. So, I mean, wrong answers only in the chat, but we've got a little song about what happens if you do put things in the chat.
Don't put your answers in the chat or you're a bit of a twat. It's Nick's pub quiz.
Yes, that's right. Good. Look, the numbers are flying up. Please say hello to Harris eating his fajitas. All right, Harris eating his fajitas. Excellent. Your fajitas. Hi from the Home Aloners. Doug and Suze are here shouting at Texas. The Benderlocks are here. Post-COVID, Lindsay. Well, I hope you guys are feeling much, much better. Lindsay's here. Who else have we got? The Hazelmere Hopefuls, lovely. The Galway Girls, hello from Going Dutch. Good evening from the Fearsome Foursome. Lovely to have you here, Erica, who was one of those, I should say. Oh, Mel's back, and she's excited that E.L. James is here. I should say that many of you reacted halfway through our frankly bonkers and hilarious Christmas episode. Thank you. You got me through Christmas Day, by the way, and I'm glad to have played a slightly drunken part and hopefully getting you through some of it as well with a bit of a distraction. But we had my mate Alex do that hilarious game of play your cards right, and we won. And I said I'd give 50 quid to, oh, there we are, Spaniel Ballet. Very nice, Brendan. I said I'd give 50 quid to Rennie Grove, and a load of you said, oh, we'll chip in as well. 400 quid. £400 we very casually threw over to Rennie Grove. I've paid it to them. They'll get the gift aid as well. But thank you. I mean, we just fundraise just casually like that now. That's what we do here. It's taken us to whatever I think I put out somewhere, over 19,000 I think we've raised now for various charities. Isn't that amazing? The Mango Lassies are here. Hello to you as well. Just a couple more hellos to people. Clanger's looking for a shout out. Her first MPQ. Hello, Clanger. Clanger! You and your big floppy ears. Yes. Good. I can't remember the name of the Instagram Scooby, so put that up. We can direct people to go and check Clanger out. She's a beauty. Right, what else can I run you through? There are a few bits to get through a bit later. So thank you, Gillian. Yes, thank you to all of you who contributed for that little bit of Rennie Grove fundraising magic, hey. So yes, where else are we? A quick happy birthday, happy 18th to Freya, who, well, like any decent teenager, got the gift of a Nick's Pub Quiz Cocktails and Quiz Tales book, because that's what any 18-year-old wants. So many happy birthday. The Clanger Chronicles, that's it. The Clanger Chronicles on Instagram. Go and check it out. You'll see my mate Scooby's amazing hound. She's a puppy. She's growing up. She's got big ears. Here we are. There's Caroline. If anyone hasn't got one, talking about the book, don't forget to grab yourself a copy of the best cocktail book in town. And we're offering 20% off. We are 20% off, and that's with the code DRYJAN. I think all caps. I've done it as all caps, so do all caps. DRYJAN, all one. That'll get you 20% off, because you've now loved the book so much that you've got friends and family that you need to buy extra copies for, haven't you? Oh, yeah, I think you have. All of your support for the book has, of course, been magic. But there we are. There is Ali. Plenty of cocktails on her birthday. Well, of course, she can now. We are nearly ready to get underway. I've got some things I'll chat to you about as we go, because that's kind of how it works. So at this point, it is good of you. Dry Jan, I know, Derek. Well, it was a sort of idea, wasn't it? But I will be having our Dry Jan Nick's Pub Quiz cocktail at half-time, because it can be done. It can be done. What is Dry Jan? Says Cusack. So you put a team name at the top of your answer sheet. Make one up. You've seen everybody introducing themselves. Some of them have been here since March last year. Then we mark it and do our own. Some of you may have spotted, actually, when I was doing the hashtags for me Instagram to promote tonight's quiz, I was at hashtag dry Jan, hashtag wet Jan, hashtag bloody drenched Jan. Anyway, I think it's now time to do our next pub quiz selfie. So if you're new to this, dry until today. Well, Erica, that's a good enough start for me. We're now going to get around the screen you've got. Lee says, can you wish a happy 14th birthday to Eliza, daughter of the awesome Claire Varga for tomorrow? Happy birthday, Eliza. Welcome to 14. Dry Jan, dry white, dry martini, dry sherry. Very good. All right, next pub quiz selfie time. A lot of you did this in our December edition. It was lovely to suddenly see a load coming back to social media because some of you have been errant and not taking part. So let's start the year as we mean to go on. Come on. Come on, I'll give you a second to get your phone out and do the thing. So gather around your smart TVs, your iPads, your various bits and pieces, and we'll do a next pub quiz selfie. Maybe I can position that so that the little mini version of me is poking at the top. Let's do that, shall we? So we'll do the next pub quiz selfie. Get ready, I'll pull a pose, you gather around, I'm part of your picture, and you'll post it to @NickHeathSport, or you'll just tag Nick's Pub Quiz on Instagram, Twitter and stuff. Are we ready then? In 3, 2, 1. Did we get it? Is it a good one? Yeah, of course it was. Right, I've actually ended up being here without a copy of our own book. Because Mini Nick in the jacuzzi, the G&T jacuzzi. I like it, Mitzi. I hope you're well. Happy New Year to you as well. Another one. Long-time quizzes, but first-time messages. Love the book. Thank you, Rob. Hi from the Thinkers Out Loud, and happy birthday to Ollie yesterday, who was 16. Very good. Chrissy, cheers. Here's to wet and meaty January. Well, good. Excellent. Melissa, I'm not reading that out. All right, I think we are almost ready to go. And we can talk about the book as we go, as we wish. So, eyes down for a full house. Let's play your January, your first of 2021. The sod lockdown, and let's get pissed and have a laugh. Nick's Pub Quiz! Quiz! Yeah. Question number 1. Who became the oldest cover star in British GQ's 32-year history? That is, in 2020, who became the oldest cover star in British GQ's 32-year history? I should say, you're going to become familiar soon with some new bits of Nick's Pub Quiz. All your selfies are coming in. There's a few coming on in my WhatsApp from my mates. Lovely, thank you everybody. And a few others I'm sure will appear. Birthday shout out to Wifey Joe, please. Struggle with homeschooling today, now getting drunk. There's only one way, isn't there? So that was question 1. Who became the oldest cover star in British GQ's 32-year history? It's not that hard if you think about 2020. Certainly in terms of British news and peeps. All right. Question number 2. Who was selling an £80 Wagyu burger at his burger restaurant in Harrods last year? So that is, who was selling an £80, that is in sterling, Great British pounds. Question 2, who was selling an £80 Wagyu burger at his burger restaurant in Harrods? Helen's going, capital of? Well, we've gone for a few different things. Well, 2020, chance to just change it up a little bit. So you've got some new things coming. We've got some more spelling bees coming, because I think we enjoyed that at Christmas. And I'm going to tell you about the guest section. Yeah. And we've got some language questions. I mean, so much. So that was question 2. Who was selling an £80 Wagyu burger at his burger restaurant in Harrods? These first 5 questions are all on 2020. Oh, Joanne had her globe ready. What, to cheat? How dare you? That was question 2. Question 3. Which nerve agent was used to poison Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny last year? I mean, How many nerve agents do you know? I took a punt at one earlier when my sister was helping me with these questions, and I was right. So that's question 3. Which nerve agent was used to... I wasn't just being smug there. I was like, well, it turns out if you know one, it's probably the one. Question 3. Which nerve agent was used to poison Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny in 2020? Thank you, Lindsay. Embrace the change. Indeed. Indeed. We've got used to that in the last year. This mic thing is really itchy. Sorry, you all got that right down there. Ooh. Edmund's just written vodka, I think, is the poison. Oh my God, these are hard, are they? Well, you know, welcome back. If you're all finding them hard, though, level playing field, right? So, what else? They're not getting easier, by the way. Not yet, anyway. Question number 4. Talking to David Attenborough, who asked, "What animal do you like?" in his first public utterance? So that's talking to David Attenborough, who asked, "What animal do you like?" in his first public utterance. A first public utterance to give you a clue to where you're going for that, and then you've just got to remember the name of the younger one. Which ultimately is a hard enough question, and I wouldn't have known the answer myself, but, you know, some people love all that detail, don't they? They get really into it. So that's question 4. Talking to David Attenborough, who asked, "What animal do you like?" in his first public utterance. I'll take just the name, the sort of extra bits I'm not bothered by. But if we both know who you meant, I mean, it's probably fine. Isn't it? You're marking them yourselves. Question number 5. Who was congratulated on her 2020 BAFTA Best Actress win by Hugh Grant with the words, "Well done, Jones"? So that's question number 5. Who was congratulated on her BAFTA Best Actress win in 2020 by Hugh Grant with the words, "Well done, Jones"? That's the last of your 2020 look back ones, of a formal sense anyway. All right. Question number 6. There we go. A few of you got that one. Good. Question number 6. What 4-letter word can come before these? Place, work, and pit. So that's what 4-letter word can come before place, work, and pit. Mark tells me that the competition is back on in Vicarage Close in Shillington. Well, that's lovely to hear, Mark. Shillington, the competition really hotting up there. They're back into Nick's pub quiz. It's 2021, and well, they're hoping for some of them that the records can get much, much better than they were. Live reports there from Vicarage Close. So that was question 6. Hello from Team Cornish. Chuffed slightly late, but we're here. It's good. I'm on question 6. That was what 4-letter word can come before place, work, and fire? Pit. Pit. I mean, what's the point? What 4-letter word can come before place, work, and pit? It's fish. Question 7. Add it to the list, team. Question 7. Schnoz, honker, and beak are all nicknames for which body part? Well, classic Nick, says Victoria. I mean, it is. It's why you should watch me when I'm broadcasting on actual telly. Same stuff happens. Should have been dry January. just relaxed too much. Question 7. Schnoz, honker and beak are all nicknames for which body part? I think it was giving me top chat rather than live chat, so I missed a few of you. There we go, I'm seeing them all now. Bit of a... Thank you, team. Yes, good. You need a jingle for when you read out the answer. Yeah. Don't put the answer in the quiz or you're a bit of a diz. That's rubbish. Anyway. Question 7 then. Schnoz, honker and beak are all nicknames for which body part? Question 8. Which male actor who starred in films The Other Berlin Girl and Theory of Everything celebrates his 39th birthday today? Thanks, Texas. Yeah, not the music or the jingle. Buzak, you only missed those who weren't top chat, as self-decided. I think I was actually not seeing Caroline, which is absurd. My right-hand lady. Yeah, I didn't technically put the answer in the chat anyway, did I? But I love that. Oh, good to see my husband there. My beautiful assistant. He'll never change. So, which male actor who starred in films The Other Berlin Girl and The Theory of Everything celebrates his 39th birthday today? That's your question 8. Okay, question number 9. What happened next? Yes, we're doing some what happened next. What happened next? During Barack Obama's final White House Correspondents' Dinner on April the 30th, 2016, he ended his speech with the words, "Obama out." What happened next? So that is what happened next during Barack Obama's final White House Correspondents' Dinner in 2016. He ended his speech with the words, "Obama out." What happened next? See if you shout out in. Maddie says hi to my cat Mango. Hello, Mango. Mango. He's a cutie. Laura, Nick, tell my mum to slow down on the margaritas. She's getting sloshed. Excellent. Julie, would you wish a very happy birthday to Mark Hatfield, who is one half of Team Bow Rainbow, Rainbow, Hobo, Libby, Dooden Day. Yes, Team Rainbow Nottingham. Sure. Happy birthday. Right. All happy with question 9? Good. We've got the spelling bee now. Spelling bee, yes. These are going to be questions 10, 11 and 12. I'm going to give you 3 words. You just have to spell them. That's how that works. So, question 10. Your spelling bee. What's happening here? Did you have a think? How can I make my questions even? Yeah, we were aware they were quite long, Caroline. Sorry about that. They're not too bad after this. All right, so your first word for the spelling bee for question 10. Planetarium. Planetarium. Spell it right, please. That's all you got to do. Planetarium. Spell that for me. 11. Number 11. Kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscope. Sarah Tadman there going, "Oh, Caroline, are you going to possibly help us with these?" Yes, very good. She's not allowed. Not on questions 10, 11 and 12. So, kaleidoscope. Spell that. That's number 11. And 12. Penicillin. 12. Penicillin. There may be a little penicillin link to our halftime cocktail. Right. So question 10, Planetarium, 11, Kaleidoscope, 12, Penicillin. There we are. All right. Question 13. 12 again was Penicillin, Laura. 13, question 13. James Honeyman Scott, Pete Farndon, Martin Chambers, and Chrissy Hind are the original members of which band? So that is question 13. James Honeyman Scott, Pete Farndon, Martin Chambers, and Chrissy Hind are the original members of which band? I mean, I could just turn that into an interrupter, couldn't I? Chrissy Hind is the original. Don't really need the other three, do you? So, Nick's Pub Quiz crew and fans, now, while you jest of dry January, everybody's choice, obviously. A lot of people do try and do a bit of fitness and are going to really still try during this year and to drink less and be healthier during this month. We have done some exceptional communication work and managed to get about, what have we got, 7 of the brands that we have the non-alcoholic spirits for on board to do a competition. We're going to launch it maybe tomorrow or in the next couple of days, and we'll probably run it for a week or two. We may even run 2 competitions. The likes of Fleur, we've got their raspberry one in the recipes, Acorn, Everleaf, they're giving us a collection of 3 smaller bottles. The Mockingbird Spirit for Tequila, which is excellent actually in the Tommy's Margarita and other such, in the Rooting Tooting as well, I think. Then Strike, they're not vodka spirit, then 3 Spirit and Colegno. So 7 amazing companies that are very busy this month with dry January, given the growth of all that market, have very kindly agreed to send bottles out to any of you that might fancy entering the competition for a chance to just have the ingredients that allow you a lovely cocktail without necessarily the hangover. So I will mention that again later. Look out for it in the next few days. Shona, it is likely to be UK only because a couple of the suppliers have said to us, we're happy to send it for you, but we can only do UK anyway. So yeah, there is going to be a lovely list of stuff. A load of it is fantastic, very inventive and tasty and herby and everything else. So yeah, we are thrilled that they're all taking part. So we will launch that competition. I'll mention that again a bit later. But anyway, so people asking for 10s, 11, 12s. These are all spelling bees. So 10 spell Planetarium, 11 spell Kaleidoscope, 12 spell Penicillin. All right. And then question 13 was James Honeyman Scott, Pete Farndon, Martin Chambers and Chrissy Hind are the original members of which band? Now let's go to question 14. Which V is used to describe the force of an electric current? That's right, which V is used to describe the force of an electric current? Not an electric sultana. Edmund Vodka. I think he's trying to communicate with someone. Vodka. 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 Question 14. Clyde is snoring loud. We had to turn you up. So 14, the V used to describe the force of an electric current. Question 15. Which actor, in the gender-neutral sense for this particular question, links the following films? Hook was on over Christmas, love that film. The Avengers and Shakespeare in Love. So, question 15, the actor gender-neutral that links the following? Hook, The Avengers and Shakespeare in Love. Who be that? We've got a new round of questions coming up for you now, which are going to be here to stay, I think, because I quite like this. Which Avengers? The ones that have been out recent, I think. Yeah, them. So Hook, The Avengers, Shakespeare in Love. Who might that be? Doug says all of them, apparently. I'll just give you another few seconds with that one. All right. So our next round, hopefully the answers should be fairly easy, I'm hoping. But once you've done questions 16 to 20, there will also be a theme that you should be able to pick out from all 5 answers. I want you to then scribble that theme down as a little aside answer, because that's going to be worth 3 points. Yes, it is. Questions 16 to 20 should be pretty manageable, and at the end of it, hopefully you'll be able to pick up a theme that's being thrown at you. All of the answers will suggest something, and you get that as well. It's going to be a 3-point bonus, I know. So here we are, question 16. Sort of a speed round, but doesn't really work between us and doing this, does it? But sort of that idea. So, question 16. Which chemical element is commonly known as Quicksilver and has the symbol Hg? I'll repeat them all, by the way. Question 17. A 1924 musical composition by the American composer George Gershwin is known as what in blue? 18. What was the name of the British Prime Minister who preceded Boris Johnson? 19. What is the name of Simba's father in the film The Lion King? And 20. Which stadium features a 133-metre tall arch, which is the longest single-span roof structure in the world and is visible across London? So those questions, again, in a second. You might still be scribbling. So 16. Which chemical element is commonly known as Quicksilver and has the symbol Hg? Question 17. A 1924 musical composition by the American composer George Gershwin is known as what in blue? (18) What was the surname of the British Prime Minister who preceded Boris Johnson? The surname of the British Prime Minister who preceded Boris Johnson. Aidan, you've got a cat called Mango as well. We've got 3 cats called Mango on the quiz. Hello, Mango! I never knew it was such a popular name for a cat. Question 19. What's the name of Simba's father in the film The Lion King? And 20. Which stadium features a 133-metre tall arch, which is the longest single-span roof structure in the world and is visible across London? Kay, I know your cat's Mango. Your cat is the first cat called Mango I have been aware of, and now I am aware of 2 more. I know. So hopefully you've got a few answers there, maybe all 5, and they're suggesting something. The Lion King one might be throwing you, but trust yourself. Yep. So pop down what you also may think the theme might be, and we'll get some extra points. Catherine says our cat was called Mango before we changed it. I kind of like the idea that anyone can say that. Yes, my dog was called. Okay, yeah. Tanya, the Lion King one is throwing us. Well, trust me. You don't need to know why, but as long as you've got the theme and everything else, then you're all right, really, aren't you? Well, I mean, I think that just means that's your first half of Nick's pub quiz.
Battery low. Connected to Sean's iPad.
Should we have that again? my Bluetooth speaker's probably not going to last to the end. That is your first half of your next pub quiz. How have you done? Do you think you've done all right? We will go through the answers in just a second. Swap those papers with yourselves, and we will. Great start to the new year. I know. Well, just. You know what it's like. We're just here to have a laugh. Yes, 20 questions. Here come the answers. Are you ready? Hopefully you've managed to get them all covered. So if I turn that off, will that work? And then I save it to later. It'll just tell us what it's paired to later. Shh. All right, so the answers for the first half. If you are ready, let us go. The oldest cover star in British GQ's 32-year history. Of course, he was rather well known for all of his antics last year. The brilliant, and now get them in the right order, Captain Sir Tom Moore. Yes, Sir Tom Moore, Captain Sir Tom Moore, who did all that walking and raised an unbelievable amount of charity. Question 2. Who was selling an £80 Wagyu burger at his restaurant in Harrods? It was Gordon Ramsay. It was Gordon Ramsay, the answer to question 2. If you had a guess at a chef and put that, well done, it's right. Question 3, which nerve agent was used to poison Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny? How are you on your nerve agents? Novichok. It was Novichok, which is not a new chocolate bar in Russian, but Novichok is the answer to question 3. Talking to David Attenborough, question 4, who asked, what animal do you like? What animal do you like? In his first public utterance. Prince Louis of Cambridge. Yes, it was Prince Louis, Prince William's second eldest, is it? Yes, Prince Louis, the answer anyway. Prince Louis of Cambridge. Well done if you got that for question 4. Lindsay, yeah, Ben DeLock's newbie. Lil got Ramsay. Very good. Well done, Lil. Question 5. Who was congratulated on her BAFTA Best Actress win by Hugh Grant with the words, well done, Jones? Renee Zellweger. Renee Zellweger, the answer to question 5. I think quite a lot of you got that one. Beck says she got that one because she saw it in the Daily Mail. Why do you read the Daily Mail, you idiot? I guess to get questions right, so I can't really argue. All right, question 6. This was obviously a tricky one. I mean, thank goodness someone gave a clue or the bloody answer. The 4-letter word that could come before place, work and pit is fire. Who knew? Fire, the answer to question 6. Question 7, schnoz, honker and beak are all nicknames for which body part? Nose. Nose is the answer there. Then question 8, which male actor who starred in films The Other Berlin Girl and The Theory of Everything celebrates his 39th birthday today? It's a very happy birthday to Eddie Redmayne. Eddie Redmayne, the answer to question 8. Question 9, what happened next? During Obama's final White House speech, he said Obama out and then did the mic drop, didn't he? He dropped the mic, drop the mic drop. That's what you get. Nick said, do we get a bonus for getting 6 right? Sure, you get a point. Yeah, question 9, he dropped the mic. All right, on to the spelling bee. Planetarium. Are we listening closely? Planetarium. So that's Planetarium, Planetarium. All right, hopefully not too bad on that one. What about kaleidoscope? 11. Kaleidoscope. So kaleidoscope, one more time. Kaleidoscope. Well done if you got that. And then penicillin, which arguably I think is the toughest of all of these 3, is to my mind anyway. Penicillin, Pennillin. So that is penicillin, Pennillin. Well done if you got all 3 of those. Top marks in the spelling bee. Question 13 then. The original members of the band, James Honeyman Scott, Pete Farndon, Martin Chambers and Chrissie Hynde, were of course the Pretenders. The Pretenders, spelling queens. Nice. Well done, James. Did you do better at that one? Yes, the Pretenders are the answers to question 13. Question 14, the VU to describe the force of an electrical current. I hope most of you got that. It is volt. Volt. Oh dear, Tanya didn't spell penicillin correctly. Not your first language though, is it? Question 15, the actor who links the following films: Hook, The Avengers and Shakespeare in Love. It was a female I was after. Gwyneth Paltrow. Gwyneth Paltrow, the answer to question 15. Question 16. Now these are into our themed questions. If as we go through we read out the answers and then you get the theme and you put it at the end, that doesn't count. So what did she play in Hook? She played Wendy, was it? Or one of the girls growing up when he comes back? She was, anyway. Oh, it is your native language. Sorry, well, there we are. All right, question 16 then. The chemical element known as Quicksilver and has the symbol Hg. Mercury. Mercury. Laura, what's happening with... Oh, Lee, is it? Lee Avery wants to know. It was The Pretenders. She was the mum in Wendy Young. She was Wendy when she was young. Anyway, yes, Mercury, the answer to question 16. I mean, you might already have got the theme off the back of that. Chemical element, 16. 17, the what in blue is Rhapsody in blue. Rhapsody, the answer to question 17. Question 18, the surname is Theresa May. So May is the answer to question 19. Then question, 18. Question 19, the name of Simba's father in The Lion King is Mustafa. Mustafa, indeed. Then question 20, which stadium features the tall arch? It is Wembley. So your answers: Mercury, Rhapsody, May, Mustafa, and Wembley. The theme I was after was Queen, the band Queen. Oh, it is Mufasa. Oh, it's good enough. Yeah, all right, it's fine. It's close enough. I was rushing earlier. It's the answer I've got down here, and you all got it right, so that's fine. It sounds good enough for the answer I wanted anyway. Mercury, Freddie Mercury, 17, Rhapsody, Bohemian Rhapsody, then Johnson May, Brian May, then, yeah, Mustafa Mufasa, let's call the whole thing off. And then Wembley, of course, the famous Queen gig there. So, yeah. Thanks, Caroline. 23 out of 23 for the Stanfords. What are you doing? Look at them all up. 21 out of 21 for E.L. James. Yeah, Guildford Guzzlers 20. 19 for Peter Tindley. Yeah, good. Well done. Full marks, first time ever. My goodness. So some of you were talking about the first half being very difficult, and then you've gone on to absolutely slam it. Diddery Dodderers 18. 21 for the Spaniels. Good. What else have we got? Lindsay, show off, but you always were smart. Yes. There's Bex. Good. 23 for the Zurich Essex Massive. Some of you have done very well on that first half, haven't you? Joe Kremer with a 22. Dad and Niblet Massive 21. PC Nello with a 20. So look, you're all doing incredibly well on that first half. I'm not being blagged. That again. You were clearly doing very well. 20 out of 23. Obama mic drop. 22 out of 23 for Claire Varga, 22 out of 23 for the Cornish Inquisition, 16 for Tanya, 19 Mark Gilfall for our first time. Have you not been here before, Mark? Evie, 21, you're very welcome if that's the truth. 20 for Wandsworth Winos, a very happy 17. 19 from the Dog Eggs, 19 out of 20 for Bronny's Rule. Well done, everybody, on the first half of Nick's Pub Quiz! It's not like I'm playing anything now. I mean, you know, it's on a protest. No, no, we're just not going to play anything now. Well, it's a swimming first start to the year, isn't it, everybody? You're not going to play? No.
Battery low. Connected to...
Da 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 da. My beautiful assistant telling me I should try the other one. It did work earlier, weirdly, and confused me. Maybe it's on that one. Maybe let's try that one. Talk amongst yourselves. We're playing on this now, anyway. Yeah, sure, that'll do. There we are. So everybody is doing all right then after that first half. Yes, I think the battery's low, says Bex. Well, clear it is. I just put the microphone over here, look, next to the crappy tinny speakers of the iPad. We'll just use that. What else are we? Oh, let's. Yes. So, my beautiful assistant is in, and what was the Mufasa thing? Oh, sorry, John, yeah. So, Mufasa, I clearly had a little dyslexic moment reading that earlier. So, Mustafa is the first song on the 1978 album Jazz. So, that was the link there. But there was no link at all from the actual clue I gave you, because this is Nick's Pub Quiz, and that's what happens sometimes. Let's just look at them for a while, shall we, and just pretend that the first half was absolutely fine. Yeah, good. Yes, John, it makes more sense now than it did when I was entirely making stuff up. But never mind. Right, a couple of things to draw your attention to before we start the second half. So if you need a toilet break or to make yourself a cocktail, do that now or stay and listen for a moment. Our competition again then, we are going to be giving away some booze-free drinks. While I know that many of us come together on Nick's Pub Quiz to enjoy a bit of time out together, but some of you are quite happily doing a dry Jan, or would no doubt like the opportunity to have a drink every now and then that hasn't got booze in it. So yes, the likes of Fleur, Acorn, Everleaf, Mockingbird, Strike, Three Spirit and Calenio are many excellent brands who are producing all of these kind of things, and they will be providing some lovely hampers of stuff. Well, it'll be like a hamper by the time we send it all to a winner. So we'll be launching that on social media, and I'll send out a Nick's Pub Quiz email as well, so people can enter that way if you would like as well, or at least I'll tell you where the quiz is. I think my beautiful assistant's going to bring me a couple of them now. So there's Everleaf Mountain, which is vibrant and aromatic, much like my good self. This is Calenio, dark and spicy. I'm probably neither of those. Probably pale and bland. But there we are. Those two. Oh, and now we'll exchange for some others. I'll do that. And you don't get to see my beautiful assistant yet because he hasn't got a drink for me. There's the crisp and refreshing Everleaf. And this is the Strike Hot Rum, but we're getting some not vodka for you from Strike. So thank you very much to Strike, to Everleaf, to everybody who has kindly offered to make these as part of a prize. That's cool, isn't it? So that's lovely. Right, you're all sat there with drinks going, I don't give a monkeys about this, aren't you? But I think it's a nice thing, and it's good for those people that are doing dry January or looking to reduce their intake a little bit. Another thing, just to draw your attention to, QR codes. Many of you will have your Cocktails and Quiz Tales book, and no doubt you are scanning those QR codes. Bit of trivia for you here. Which QR code has been scanned the most? I can tell you, it's the Tommy's Margarita. Tommy's Margarita has been getting scanned by you all the most. Then the Cherry Daiquiri comes in a close second. Then tied with 3 is the Tequila Sunrise, the Winter Negroni, which I think is probably you all looking at me when I had my head shaved again, and the Appletini, then the Hoglet Orange Espresso Martini, that got a few scans on New Year's Eve, and the Tokyo Mist. So you're scanning away. We have also just changed what is behind the mystery QR code, there's a music playlist via YouTube there, 5 tunes that have been keeping me and my beautiful assistant going for the last few weeks. Now, I'll tell you, it's quite dancey. It is. It's quite dancey. I love all my music. I love funk and soul, folk, R&B, everything. Just a very eclectic music taste. But actually, using some upbeat stuff through a workout or just to feel a bit positive and energised in a day has been a big part of the last year for me. And listening to people like Annie Mac on Radio 1 and other DJs and stuff is something that my beautiful assistant's done. I'm loving it. So yeah, listen to those. Just have a good stomp about to them. They're there to be kind of positive, enjoyable tunes. So there's just 5 tracks there that have been keeping us going that I am loving at the minute, particularly the Blackbird tune, Lady Blackbird tune collage, the Bruise remix that we have there for you. I know. So there is a playlist of 5 songs there for you on the next pub quiz mystery QR code. It's not that mystery, it's at the back. But yes, do enjoy that. Right, Caroline, my beautiful assistant, can remind you of the link to buy the book. In case any of you haven't yet, or you've been waiting for the January sales, we are offering it with 20% off. We got 700 done, printed, and we've only got about 100 left. That's amazing, all right? We will be mixing away. We will be donating 30% of every sale to charity. So buy away, get them for your mates or for your family. Hopefully you've really enjoyed them. And the way this first couple of months of the year is looking, we could probably all do with some nice cocktails. So maybe you want to buy a nice little cocktail book for some friends and clue them into the madness of all of this. E.L. James says another margarita is on its way. For you, or are you hearing this thinking it's coming my way? Anyway, probably for you. There is a 20% off, as Caroline says, using Dry Jan in the code. Most of you here, I know, have supported fantastically and bought the book. So that is amazing. But if there's anyone else you'd like to buy one for, or you'd like to recommend them, then yeah, let them know that they can get it now for 20% less. Right, it's a lot of admin at half time today, isn't there? What else have I got? Quick shout out for people who are local. People in Tooting, our friends at Goldfinch, have got a little Nick's quiz promo for you. So if you go to their website when they are open doing deliveries, you can process your order and you'll get 20% off an order there with a minimum spend of 30 quid. If you put in the QR code, not the QR code, the discount code, lowercase, Nick's Quiz, NICKSQUIZ, Nick's Quiz, all lowercase, put that in on Goldfinch's website and they will deliver you cocktails. Maybe the cherry daiquiri, which is my favourite. They don't deliver to Cumbria, I don't think. I think it's a 3-mile radius from the shop on Tooting, on Mitcham Lane even. Gillian, I hope your book gets there. I don't think many have got to New Zealand yet, but they will. They're on their way somewhere. We promise. We did pay properly for them to get there, so they should be. So yeah, you will get 20% off your order at Goldfinch. Just a quick reminder of that one. If you enter the discount code Nick's Quiz and they are open from, well, that's from tomorrow and it runs till Sunday. If you want that discount, and it is your first order only, I am led to believe. So thank you very much to Goldfinch. That is fantastic. They've also been selling the book in their shop, so that is awesome. We love the guys at Goldfinch. Very grateful to them indeed. Right.
Goldfinch,
Website goldfinchsw17.co.uk. Goldfinchsw17.co.uk. And if you'd like to order some stuff to get delivered to my house, you've got our return address on the back of the envelopes we sent the books in. Cheers. Right. Ooh. Books arrived in New York, France, Northern Ireland and London. Very good. Right, before we start the second half then, my beautiful assistant is here. Say hello to Tom, everybody. Yeah. Well, you may have seen through the next pub quiz email that we are doing a little dry January cocktail for half time. So I'm having the Everleaf in mind. So let me just finish my boozy first half. Lovely. Amanda says hi. Doug and Sue say hi. E.L. James says hi. Gillian says hi. Nicole says hi. Texas says cheers. He started looking at his own drink here. Waiting. Can't get the staff. Oh, there we go. So have you got yourselves even a boozy version with a bit of whiskey in it, maybe? It is a sort of, it's a nice, wholesome-y, wintry, have I got a cold thing. Yes, I know. I'm waiting for it to come in. Come on. So here comes my bittersweet symphony. Look at that. Look at the garnish. And have you ever seen small pips in one slice of a lemon either? That's quite something. Thank you very much, beautiful assistant. Look at that. Look at all the pips on that side. Yes. Wow, says E.L. James. I know, you've never seen ginger sliced like that and used as a garnish. Do it more often. That on dark and stormies and stuff. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Thank you very much. I shall now have a little sample. Say bye to Tom, everybody. Woo! Lindsay, just cut to the chase with the Baileys. Classy lady. I'm going to just move that around there, so I've got a little drinky window. Oh, with a cheeky ginger kick. That is very nice. E.L. James, you can do a lot with ginger root. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I know what you're like. That is delicious. That is really nice. The boozy version that's got whiskey in it, which ends up being basically whiskey, honey, lemon juice and ginger. I mean, if that's not seeing off a cold, I don't know what is. That is actually called a penicillin, apparently. But this is our booze-free version, and with the honey being added and everything, and the bitter and the bittersweet symphony, honey at the end. Riedel glass, yes, although be careful if you put your bomb of ice in it, because that happened yesterday, and a bit of the glass just decided to depart itself. We don't know why. Happy drinking. Stewie's drinking an LGBT from the cocktail book. Yes, Stewie. And Heath, was that? Yes, lovely. Well, that's great to hear. I hope you're enjoying it. Those are quite popular now, the LGBTs. And he made that one up. I'm very proud of him for that. All right, enjoy the second half. Cheerio. Shall we crack on? Let's play the second half of Nick's pub quiz. Am I going to have to sing the jingle myself? Well, that sounds rubbish. All right, we broke one because of ice, says Dirk. Oh, well, it is possible. Louise, we're drinking an Oslopolitan from the cocktail book. Excellent. Loving all that. I see some of you have also already clicked to the playlist and are enjoying that. Specifically with Islay whiskey. Is that right, Joe? Well, there you go. I knew you would tell me if anybody did. Beck says, oh, it's ginger. I thought it was a potato. Well, they're all rooty in their own way, aren't they? All right, let's crack on with the second half. Now, I've got another point to make at the start of the second half. This is a community of Nick's Pub Quizzers, right? So my sister Siobhan, genius that she is, suggested, why don't we start asking you to write some of the questions? So, if you would like to write 5 questions for next week's quiz, which will go in this spot, questions 21 to 25, then put your hand up now. Tell me. We have the Samoans crew, who are the likes of Angela and Sarah and Anya, who have penned 5 questions for us for tonight. Polly Penter was the first I saw. The first I saw there, Polly was in. So Polly, I will either make sure I get your email address, or you'll find that, or you can DM me on whatever platform we're on. I'm glad you beat Bex to saying yes, because her questions will all just be about New Zealand and sheep. So look at you all wanting to do it. My goodness. Yeah, we'll go with Paul. I mean, I'm open to the idea of, you know, one of you writes 5, someone else writes another 5, and then you've kind of got 10 questions, and then we can all just start blaming each other for the questions rather than me, right? But anyway, let's go with Paul Penter. Did I say next week? I meant next month. That wasn't quite right. I meant next month. I'm not quite going back to weekly, but you know, never say never. So next month, Polly, it is going to be you. So you will get 5 questions written for me, please. Get them to me as soon as you like. And we will do those on our first Wednesday of February. Okay, our guest questions from the Samoans crew start with question 21. Which country's alphabet is called Hangul? That is, which country's alphabet is called Hangul? H-A-N-G-U-L. H-A-N-G-U-L. Country's alphabet is called Hangul. Fistral, if we do the question, do we get an automatic 5 points? Sure. That's question 21. Our first guest question of Nick's Pub Quiz. That's a remember when for the next book. Which country's alphabet is called Hangul? Beard of Frank Sinatra? No, the Sinclair's there. Best do them easy so he doesn't read the answer out. It doesn't make a difference what the question is. Sometimes I just Read it. Say it out loud. Question 22. Guest question. How many tiles are in the English language edition of Scrabble? Question 22. How many tiles are in the English language edition of Scrabble? Go say hello to Big Dog Denver, who had his canine out yesterday, poor boy. Is Big Dog Denver a big dog called Denver? Or is he like your husband who you call like Big Dog Denver? He had his canine tooth out. Either way, hello Denver. I like the idea that that's an enormous American bloke and I've just gone, hello. Good. A big dog called Denver. Shoot, cool, great. A canine who lost a canine, indeed. 22 then, how many tiles in the English language version of Scrabble? 23, how many prime ministers have served in the United Kingdom during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II? That is question 23. How many prime ministers have served during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II? How many UK prime ministers? Also, I mean, with these guest questions, I'm not minded to fact check them. So just, you know, make them up. That's question 23. How many prime ministers, UK prime ministers, have served during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II? You can thank the Samoans crew for this. There's a lot of garnish to get around in this. Oh, it's worth it when you get there though. Bloody love ginger. Don't mind telling you. Ooh. Good. 24. I'm guessing most of you have had a stab at that number rather than actually sitting there with an elder relative going, I mean, fair play. Fair play if you know. Edmund, she will outlive them all. She will. I think she's 289. Question 24. Valentina Tereshkova was the first woman to do what? It's question 24. Valentina Tereshkova was the first woman to do what? Shall I give you a year to help? Maybe I'll give them a year, someone's crew. 1963. So Valentina Tereshkova was the first woman to do what in 1963, Julie? That elderly relative is my husband. Seems have I offended people by being old enough to know all that? Well, no, because obviously you can study history and know all of this stuff, but it's often, you know, my dad or someone that's going, well, it was the war and it was them and it was things. So, but I apologise to all of the beautiful, youthful people that that know who all of the prime ministers are. Question 25. I mean, really? What are the Falkland Islands known as in Argentina? Tanya says, anyone else so distracted by what's going on in DC? I usually don't multitask during the quiz, but I'm watching TV now. Well, just... that is question 25. What are the Falkland Islands known as in Argentina? Ours. Stop it. Yeah, I'm out of the loop as what's going on. Someone pop a couple of, you know, latest breaking newses in the chat. Then we can all keep up to date, can't we? Maybe we don't want to know. This is our space from away from the outside world, isn't it? Maybe I shouldn't encourage that. All right, so those were our guest questions. And Polly Penter, we're looking forward to yours in February. So there we are. Although if we get to a point where everyone wants to write questions and we've got loads, and therefore we need to do a whole load more quizzes, then maybe we do that as well. Well, let's see how we all go and how we feel. Anyway, what have we got there? National Guard on the way. Oh, good. All right, so question 26, 27 and 28 are also a new theme for us. So we are going down the route of some Who Am I's, which I think might be nicely done. So Sarah says, by the way, blame Ange. Polly says she's got a theme for us next month already. Very good. So who am I then? Who am I? I've got 3 of these for you. Listen carefully and you will guess who these people are. Simple as that. So question 26. Who am I? I was born in Honolulu, Hawaii in 1961. I'm a graduate of Columbia University and Harvard Law School, and I ran for the United States Senate in 2004. So question 26. Who am I? I was born in Honolulu, Hawaii in 1961. I'm a graduate of Columbia University and Harvard Law School. I ran for the United States Senate in 2004. Thank you to Caroline, as always, for doing some excellent question repeating for those of you that need it. Did you enjoy the screen on the side, by the way, at Christmas? Should we bring that back? I didn't want to do it straight away. I thought we'd just go back to a nice, calm start to the year. But we could bring that back for fun. Maybe in February? Don't know. Or a special one or something. I don't know. I think we should do one. If we're doing it, I think we should do a dress up. Because that would be good, wouldn't it, to see the effort everyone else has gone to. That would be hilarious. Yeah, let me know if you think we should do more of that. Yeah, good. It's all coming in now. Yeah, screen was fun. Yes, we like the screen. Chris, good. Yeah, good. All right. It was lovely to see so many of you. It was very entertaining. Yes, frantic but fun. It was a bit. I mean, the whole thing was mental. I think the quiz took an hour and 40 minutes. Anyway, that was question 26. 27. Who am I? I was born in Liverpool in 1940 and died in 1980. My first band was called the Quarrymen. In 2002, a BBC poll of the 100 greatest Britons ranked me 8th. Yeah, Valentine's special. Valentine's is a weird one though, and will be the first week of Feb, won't we? Yeah. It could be building up to the start of the Six Nations. So maybe we could do a sports dress up. That could be quite fun. Valentine, I was single for a long time and Valentine's was a pain in the arse. And some of you out there are not going to be married and couples and all that kind of thing. And I'm not mad on the idea of Valentine's, I have to say. But sport, I think, could be fun. Yeah. Mardi Gras theme. Yeah, I mean, we've done a fair bit of kind of Mardi Gras and, I don't know, the sort of party vibe thing with the holiday theme and then the rainbows and stuff, didn't we? I'm thinking I'm going sporty, something like that. I do feel for non-rugby fans, by the way, who don't have the Six Nations to look forward to, but oh well. All right, question 27 then. I'll just do that. Who am I once more? Born in Liverpool in 1940, died in 1980. My first band was called the Quarrymen, and in 2002, a BBC poll of the 100 greatest Britons ranked me 8th. Caroline, you don't have to write all of this down. Right. 28. Buzak. I love myself, so it's okay, she says, crying into her wine. The wine loves you. Dress up as naturists. It's fine by me, Chrissy. Yeah, keen. But I don't get to see all of you, do I? So what's the point? Nick, why don't you get Polly to ask her 5 questions live on the other screen? Oh, there's an idea. Polly, let me know if you're up for that. Actual guest questions. That could be very fun. Although we didn't get the sound working last time, but I reckon we probably could for this one. Maybe we bring Polly on and we do that to begin with. Brendan, 25 again. That was, what are the Falkland Islands known as in Argentina? Simon, you can wear your England rugby pants for Christmas, that you got for Christmas, sure. So question 28 then, our third. Who am I? Who am I? I was born in Ulm in Germany. It's a good name that, isn't it? ULM. Ulm in Germany in 1876. In 1895, I moved to Switzerland to study, and in 1921, I won the Nobel Prize for Physics. I emigrated to the USA in 1933. So I'll give you that one again. I think Paul would rather hand it over to me to ask the question, so we shan't force it, but we might do the screen anyway, or maybe we'll save it for a dress-up, or will we do a dress-up then? We'll work it out. Sport, innit? I'll let you know. Question 28. I was born in Ulm in Germany in 1876. In 1895, I moved to Switzerland to study, and in 1921, I won the Nobel Prize for Physics. I emigrated to the USA in 1933. Who's that? Don't forget, if you want to order those cocktails, if you live in Tooting or in and around 3 mile radius from Goldfinch, goldfinchsw17.co.uk, and go on and order and use a lowercase discount code NIXQuiz to get yourself 20% off an order, a one-time order, anything over £30. Tanya says she finished a historical fiction book on the person from our third, Who Am I? On his wife. Yeah. So the moment you said born in Ulm, I knew who you were talking about. There we go. All right. Question 29. I'm going to get my dits out. I hope you don't mind. They are literary dits this week, this month. Come closer. Stop me leaning back all the time. There we go. Leaning forward even. Literary dits. Are you ready? All right, Rachel. Jeez. You're going to get 2 clues. And if you've not heard of Ditloid before, 18H on a GC could be the general idea, which would mean 18 holes on a golf course, as most of you know by now. So, your 2 clues for the Ditloids. The first one, 1 FOTCN. You may have that now. 1 FOTCN. Lovely dits. Thanks. And then the second one, T2GOV. T2GOV. So those are your 2 Ditloids. I've got my Ditloids out in a very literary fashion. Well, Tanya thinks they're easy. Thank you, Caroline. There they are in the chat for anybody that needed them. And there we are. Julie says, drag away, enjoying it. I'm not entirely sure what that's... Oh, sorry, drag away. Oh, thank you. That's very nice. I thought you meant drag. There's a theme, isn't it? Everyone in drag. And all the girls have to dress up as men doing drag as women. That's the idea, right? So those are your 2 Ditloids. One more time. 1 FOTCN and T2GOV. So those are the clues. They are literary. I would like your answers. All right, we're now into another new round, and this is going to reappear. Well, I hope you might like it. I'm going to show you, because I can just hold stuff up really. I'm going to show you a word in 5 different languages, and I'd like you to tell me what the languages are to each word. I know you're like, well, this has got a bit schooly. Well, yeah. I wanted to switch it up. So this is the word for spoon. Spoon in, is it Afrikaans? Is it German? Is it Hindi? Is it French? Or is it Finnish? Well, questions 30 to 34 look like that. So, all of these are the word for spoon in various languages. The language options are at the top. So, your questions 30 to 34 will just be answers of the languages. So put a language next to each one of those, and the list of languages at the top. Afrikaans, German, Hindi, French, or Finnish. How do they apply to these? Bloody hell, says Karen. I know, yeah, right. But, you know, all the answers are there. So, you know, at least one of them is really easy. Oh, in fact, there are. Yes, Nicole, I just spotted that just as you were saying that. I just thought, oh, they need to be there. There we go. Better. Thank you. Yeah, that's good. So there we are. The word for spoon in 5 languages. Which ones go with which ones? Sorry, Nicole, bad form. I'll hold that up there for a little bit longer. Dirk Luders was keen to make sure that there was the umlaut. So, which one's which? Afrikaans, German, Hindi, French, or Finnish? They're all there. Vicky says, I knew being multilingual would come in handy one of these days. Nice. What was your takeout the other night, your delivery on Sunday? Was it pizza, maybe? Was it New Year's? I think it was the day after New Year's Day I saw it. Something like that. I thought I could DM you and just go, hope you're enjoying your takeaway. You'd be like, that bloke is weird and stalking us. There we are. All right, happy? Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, Honest Burger, one of my beautiful assistant's favourites. Very good. I like the rosemary chips, but they're quite salty. Right, so well done. Those are questions 30 to 34. Hopefully you've all done well there. Right, we are keeping our music round with Name the Years and the lyrics and that, because I know you love them. We will go with our Name the Years. These are, as usual, obviously a lot of love for Honest Burger coming in. These are, as usual, successive decades. We are back to successive decades. So, name the year, please, for the release of A Kind of Magic by Queen. A Kind of Magic by Queen. Who is that? Kind of Magic by Queen. Who is that? What year is that? What year was that released? Of course, we had Queen mentioned earlier, so I thought I'd mention them here. Name the year, and these are successive decades. Kind of Magic by Queen, question 35. Question 36 will be name the year for Walking in Memphis, Mark Cohen. Nicole, stop rushing him. I did see that little hurry up from Matt. I'm here for you to watch at your leisure once this is done. By the way, I threw me my PayPal link in again because I've not badgered you for an entry fee for a while. Some of you are little golden cherubs and you send a couple of quid whenever, and I don't even ask you anymore. But I just thought I'd pop it in the description once again because, you know, start of the year and all that rubbish. Successive decades, yes, Amanda. Third one, Where is the Love? Black Eyed Peas. No, the Walking in Memphis, Mrs. Johnston, is Mark Cohen's version. And then our third one, Where is the Love? Black Eyed Peas. Thank you, Caroline, for putting the PayPal thing in there. You don't have to contribute at all. But if you stick a quid or two in the jar when you're at a pub, God, remember them. Happy days. Anyway, then feel free to do so now as a little token gesture for the madness that we do. I was going to say, for all the hard work and prep I do, for me to then just read out the answers. Great. My beautiful assistant clearly not listening. Anyone else think Honest Burger put too much salt on the chips? Just putting it out there. I've already discussed that. So your 3 songs again, naming the year. A Kind of Magic, question 35 by Queen. Walking in Memphis, Mark Cohen, 36. And Where is the Love? Black Eyed Peas, 37. Question 38 is the first of our 2 lyrics. So let me read these to you and you can tell me what song this is. Not too worried about the artist, but what song are these lyrics related to? Tonight, I'm gonna have myself a real good time. I feel alive, and the world, I'll turn it inside out. The lyrics for question 38. Tonight, I'm gonna have myself a real good time. I feel alive, and the world, I'll turn it inside out. It might be the third mention of this lot tonight. 39. Well, Tanya, there is, yeah. The kids' chips are unsalted. Ah, good knowledge. Double kids' portions. Question 39. The lyrics for this are this. Once in a while, two people meet. Seemingly for no reason, they just pass on the street. Suddenly thunder, showers everywhere. So there we are. 39. The lyrics are, once in a while, two people meet. Seemingly for no reason, they just pass on the street. Suddenly thunder, showers everywhere. Best part of the song for me, this bit. Good song as well, cracker. So those are your two lyrics. I'll read them one more time. 38. Tonight I'm going to have myself a real good time. I feel alive, and the world, I'll turn it inside out. And the lyrics for 39. Once in a while, two people meet. Seemingly for no reason, they just pass on the street. Suddenly thunder, showers everywhere. Got it? All right. Question 40 then. You're last in our January pub quiz for all the people wanting to hurry up. Well, we're nearly done. Which company, question 40, is both the largest and smallest tyre manufacturer each year? It's question 40. Which company is both the largest and smallest tyre manufacturer each year? It's a clever little question, that. I liked it so much, I saved it till last. Those are the questions for January's Nick's Pub Quiz. There we go. Nick's wanting some further info. There is none forthcoming, I'm afraid. That's your little question on question 40. Edmund got 40 straight away. I think, Tanya, you know this from a different pub quiz, you dirty pub quiz cheater. All right, so let us go through the answers for this second half. We, of course, owe the first few to our friends in the Samoans group. Clue for Ditz, just that it's literary, really. Can't really give you much more than that. Question 21. Which country's alphabet is called Hangul? I didn't know this one. Korea, apparently, is the answer to that. Question 21. Question 22. How many tiles in the English language of Scrabble? 100. 100. Trivia point. Which tile appears the most? Which letter appears the most? It's E, apparently. 12 times. Yeah. That's the answer to question 22. Is 100 tiles in Scrabble. 23. How many prime ministers have served during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II? It is 14. 14, the answer to question 23. Take it up with the Samoans crew if that's wrong. 24. Valentina Tereshkova was the first woman to do what in 1963? Fly in space. Fly into space. Is question 24. Question 25. What are the Falkland Islands known as in Argentina? The answer is Las Malvinas. Las Malvinas. Well done if you got that. I wouldn't have known a thing. So well done. Question 26 then. Answer to 21 and 22. 21 was Korea, 22 was 100 tiles. Well done, elderly relative. Sorry about that. All right, question 26. Who am I? I was born in Honolulu, Hawaii, 1961. 26, it was Barack Obama. Barack Obama. Oh, don't we miss him? Joe has asked, bit of a cheeky ask, never watched rugby before. Could you do an Idiot's Guide intro so we can get into the Six Nations? I'm very happy to do that, yeah. I actually, when I was doing the World 10 series, did a bit of an explainer on how the game is played there. But sure, I can do a little, Six Nations explainer. We could do that. Why not? So I can sit here and you can ask some questions and I can tell you all about it. So yeah, maybe do that as a live thing. It saves me doing a video edit, which will take forever. This way I can just talk to you and tell you stuff, can't I? That work? We'll book that in. We'll do it. Maybe as a pre-session to Nick's pub quiz. We'll do it at the start of Feb. Something like that. Anyway, question 26 was Barack Obama. 27, John Lennon. John Lennon was the answer to 27. My sister Siobhan's chatting to another Siobhan now. Oh, it's such a lovely thing. 28, Albert Einstein, born in Ulm. Albert Einstein. Team JK have just said, so we don't get to complain about Nick's questions being hard anymore after that first guest round. 1 out of 5. Yeah, okay. Who am I's then? 26, Barack Obama. 27, John Lennon. 28, Albert Einstein. The Ditloids. 1 FOTCN, 1 flew over the cuckoo's nest. Yes, 1 flew over the cuckoo's nest. And T2GOV, the Two Gentlemen of Verona. The Two Gentlemen of Verona. Give yourself 2 points if you got both Ditloids. Then we're on to the languages. Okay, so how did we do with this? Cuillère, of course, is French. So question 30 is French. Then we have Löffel, which is spoon in German. German was the answer to question 31. Then 32 was Finnish. Finnish was 32. 33 is Hindi. And 34 is Afrikaans. So I'll just go through those again. So 30 is French. 31 is German. 32 is Finnish, 33 is Hindi, 34 is Afrikaans. I think we'll keep this one because it uses up some questions and saves me having to trawl places for general knowledge. But it's a varied skill, isn't it? It's another little bit of life's tapestry that we can quiz about, I think. So, yeah, well done on that. 3 out of 5 for Edmund. Yes, more literature, says Victoria. I know, terribly highbrow, aren't we, this week? Naming the years then on the music. A Kind of Magic by Queen, 1986. 1986 for question 35. Question 36, Walking in Memphis, Mark Cohen, 1991. 1991 for Mark Cohen's Walking in Memphis. I can play it on the piano if you wanted to know. 37, Where is the Love, Black Eyed Peas, 2003. 2003, Where is the Love, Black Eyed Peas. Now we're on to the lyrics. So those years again, 35, 1986, 36, 1991, and 37, 2003. I don't have a piano anymore, Nicole, sad, isn't it? We wouldn't fit one in our little flat. 38 then, the lyrics, Tonight I'm gonna have myself a real good time. It is, of course, Queen again. They were in the quiz already, so I thought we'd have a Queen song. Don't Stop Me Now by Queen was the answer there. Don't need to tell me not to sing that again. Don't worry, I won't. Then Don't Get Me Wrong, The Pretenders. Don't Get Me Wrong. It's just the title of the song I'm after for these. So Don't Stop Me Now was the answer to question 38. And Don't Get Me Wrong, The Pretenders was the answer to question 39. Once in a while, two people meet, seemingly for no reason, they just buzz. Suddenly thunder showers everywhere. Who can explain the thunder and rain? That there's something in the air. Then question 40 Oh yes, half a point for a year out as well on the guess the years. So 85 or 87, half a point. 1990 or 1992 for 36, half a point. 2002, 2004, half a point for 37. Question 40, which company is both the largest and smallest tyre manufacturer each year? It's Lego. Ah, very good, isn't it? Yes, Lego is the answer to question 40. Those are your answers. How are the scores on the doors for your January Nick's Pub quiz? Polly Penta with the 36.5. That's where she comes in, and she's setting those 5 questions. So will she go at the level she scores at or harder next month? We wait and see. I got Lego, says Catherine. Very happy with that. Good. 33 for the Wandsworth Winos. Excellent. 38, Edmund Allen. 41.5 for Katie Morgan. I said we said Michelin, but thinking they made them for Lego. 34.5. Decent return for a Wednesday. Not bad. 38 for the Fearsome Foursome. Gradiators 34. 28 for Team Cornish Chas. 27 for Doug and Sue's. 39.5 for Siobhan and the Peters crew. Very good. 37.5 Gillian. 37 from Sarah. Helps that she knew all of the Samoans answers. Good. 38.5 for Gav. 36.5 for the fire damaged doilies. 39.5 Joe Kremen of Invincibles. 33 did Dodder's 35. Happy with that. 32 for the dog eggs. 35.5 for Julie. Best ever score tonight, Nick. Like the new style. Well, I hope so, because most of it's probably here to stay. 32 for Dan and Bex. 39, definitely the top score in Cumbria. Very good. Village Idiots, 39.5. Thank you from Helen. You're very welcome. 36.5 for Bubbles Pilates for your first time. Hope you enjoyed it. And the rambling on. 38.5 from, I think, the whole crew as well. Very good. 35 for the Cornish Inquisition. Joe Wadsack, 27. 34.5 Team Rainbow Nottingham. And 30.5 for Newton's Roadies. Well done, everybody. So, a reminder, and a 31 from the Harrises. Hello, Emily and family. I'm playing the tune. I'm just shush. Cool, blind. No, stop it. Good, ending as it started. If you're thinking of doing a Six Nations intro next month, why don't we do that as the dress up? The Six Nations, pick a country to represent. Well, we could. I mean, we've got people all over the place. I think it could be a rugby and sporty dress up, couldn't it? Maybe let's do that one for the next, for February. We'll bring the screen on. We can have a look at everyone with the tape round their heads with, pretend they've got missing teeth and all that. Old school rugby, I'm thinking. None of this tight shirts that you can barely get on and off. So we'll save drag for another one, I think. Rugby and local beer. Okay, interesting. And maybe, sure, I'll look to do a little preview half hour. If anyone wants to get to know rugby, I can talk you through how it's played. There you go. Super Bowl is also early February, or the Superb Owl, as I like to refer to it as. Rugby drag, says Shona. Sure. Greek Olympics outfit, says Victoria. Nice, saucy, a lot on show, I'm sure. So just a reminder, we are going to launch that competition. It's likely to be on Instagram and on Twitter, and you'll tag a mate that you tag a mate, and that's your entry into the competition. It also helps you tell more people about Nick's Pub Quiz. Yay! The discount is still going for the rest of the month, dry Jan. So do get 10 more copies of Cocktails and Quiz Tales. Get them for any mates, or send a link to people if you would like. You're very welcome, Laura Cusack. And yeah, look, it's been lovely to have you all back here. And I was getting quite a few messages from people once we set the date and I was promoting it the last few days going, thank you, we really need this. And yeah, you're very welcome, Erica. I appreciate that. I think a few people are like, can we go back to weekly because it's lockdown and I'm homeschooling again and I need it. I'm not quite back there yet. Maybe if I decide to do one before the end of the month, I will obviously tell you or mention it on all my channels. But let's just target ourselves towards February, get ourselves through January, and I'm sure we'll be in fine fettle by the time we meet next. Stay safe, everybody. And look, pick up the phone tomorrow to someone who you think might be all right, but you never know, they might not be. And that really is what the current kind of status around the world is all about. It's a chance to just check in on your mates, on your friends, on your neighbours safely, or whatever it is, and just, check that everyone's okay. They might not tell you they're down. they might make out everything's fine, but maybe they just want someone to say, are you okay? Cool. I've left a cup of tea on your doorstep and then rubbed it down with disinfectant because that's normal. But yeah, whatever works for you. Thank you very much. The PayPal link is in the thing if you fancy dropping a quid or two in. I don't mind if you don't. We're all good otherwise. All the very best for the rest of the month. Stay safe, keep space, wear masks, do all the things you need to. Thank you to Caroline. Thank you to my beautiful assistant Tom, from me and from all of us here on Nick's Pub Quiz, with the mini version of me sitting in the thing. Cheers all, take care, ta-ta for now, and yeah, discounts at Mockingbird, and enter the quiz when we announce it, and anything else? No, that'll probably do. Oh, and the QR code. Go and listen to some tunes, they're absolute bangers. Cheers everybody, bye!